I am back. Back in the South Jersey. Oh, yeah. First things first. What's up, everybody? Celtic Jericho here, back with our reaction. Get those 10s and 20 views. Yes, I have returned. Granted, I didn't miss a stream. I missed a few streams. I missed one video. So that's not bad. Not bad. I went to South Bend, Indiana. Here's a really cool photo I have from that trip. It's really cool. But yes, back to football predictions. We did good overall. Except for the Mariners. The Mariners did not do good overall. That's it. The Irish won, so that's a great thing. I went to the game. God, the rain. And we were waiting for the players' walk from the church to the stadium, and they're like canceled, bad weather. And we're like, damn it. I wonder if I'm not gonna do a test. I might do a test later. I'm using a new OBS. That's what I'm using. They canceled that, and it rained for like an hour with lightning, and it was like we thought the game was gonna postponed. Thank God it didn't, and rain let up pretty much for the bulk of the game, but it did rain. But all right, but last week I went 10-5. That's a good week. That's a good week. Overall, I went. Overall, I am a very, very nice. On the right week. 62, 45, and 1. Alright, let's get to the games. Tonight's game, which I will be streaming. I will be streaming on YouTube, Twitch, maybe Rumble. I might try to run an experiment. Like I said, I downloaded a plug for OBS that has a lot of crazy stuff, so I'm trying to figure out. But you got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Diego Chargers. Cheap game, not our cheapest. I'm going Chargers. Vikings have not looked great. Chargers have kind of been up and down. I think this is a get-right game for the Chargers. Moving on to Sunday's batch of games. We have the Miami Dolphins taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The fact the Falcons are only favored by 7.5 says something to me, but I'm still going Falcons. I cannot trust that Dolphins offense or defense. Alright, next game is the New Jersey Jets taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Even though the Jets defense played good against Carolina, I don't know if that's Carolina or that's the Jets woke up, but I'm still going Cincinnati. I don't think they'll get after Flacco enough to disrupt him. Then we have what could be a really good game. The Cleveland Browns versus the New England Patriots. I won my fantasy football last week basically because the Browns defense and Drake Mays. I'm still going New England. I had them as the better of the two teams, so that's going to be a simple thing there. Then we got the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles looking for revenge. Played really well last week. Unfortunately, I'm giving it to the Giants. I think last week was kind of a trap game. And I think once they got to the fourth quarter, they kind of took the foot off the pedal. So I think the way the Giants play, plus if they can get the ball away from the Eagles' offense, I think that's going to be the key factor for the Giants to beat the Eagles for the second time in 3 weeks. Skip Carolina. We save us for last. Then we got the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens. I have no idea what to think of this game. Bears at times, the offense looks like it's working. Baltimore's offense should be working. You have Derrick Henry and a couple of great weapons. I'm still going to go Bears on this. They've been playing more consistent. Got to go with the consistency. Next up, we got the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Houston Texans. I'm going Niners just for the fact that even though they had a lot of injuries, they're still winning. Then we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints in our cheapest game of the week. Tickets as low as $22. As much as I want the Saints to win, I don't see it happening. It's going to be the Bucks. I want the Saints to win because it hurts the Bucks rankings and gives Carolina a shot at the division. We're one game back. Then we got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Denver Broncos. Broncos. Dallas defense is not good enough to stop them. No. And if the Broncos play like the first 3 quarters like they did the last fourth quarter, they're going to blow Dallas out of the water. Next up, we have the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Titans have looked decent, but in the last week, but not better. Then we got the Sunday night game. Wow, this is clickbait sports. Dallas, Denver, and you got the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who'd I go with? I went with the old man Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers to beat the Green Bay Packers, and I think technically that means Aaron Rodgers would have beaten all 32 teams. But I will be streaming that game as well. And last and not, and God, I hate this. In fact, I had to say this again. You got the Washington Redskins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, I said it. Bite me. I hate the fact that KC's like on prime time every week. It's like, hey, we want to grow more teams. We want more teams to look good. Let's just play the Taylor Swift team, who I am taking. And here we go. And the final game that I will be predicting is the Buffalo Bills taking on my beloved Carolina Panthers. Buffalo has looked shaky in the past couple weeks. They don't do well against the run. Carolina's offense. Rico Dowdle being that change of pace, a little more speed to balance out Hubbard's power. I think it's a good 1-2 punch. I said this on Twitter and people took it the wrong way. If the offense looks the same or better with Dalton in, I don't think that's a good sign for Bryce Young. Because Andy Dalton, yes, he's a little past his prime, but he is a legit quarterback. He has won the AFC North a few times, at least was competitive. I think he won a playoff game. But it's like, hey, if the offense is still working without Bryce, and we're about to have to pay Bryce, a good chunk of change because he's at the tail end of his rookie contract, or we draft a quarterback in like the third or fourth round. That's a big arm that could compete with Bryce. Yeah, I think that could happen. But yeah, I'm going Panthers. I think our run team's going to attack well enough, and I think we're going to keep the ball away from the Bills. But that is it. That is all I have, and I'll see you weird people later.